Hello guys, this is the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I have to play this game. I don't care if this is in the middle of the Gmod A or G. I'm legally required to play this game because the first video I made on my channel was the Stanley Parable.
This is the story of a man named
Let's listen
Stanley.
to the story.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number
He
427.
did?
Employee number 427's
It
job
was
was simple.
simple?
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders
You know,
came to
actually,
him through a monitor
that sounds
on
like
the
the
desk,
easiest
telling him
job
what
ever.
buttons to push,
No wonder how he got the
long
job.
to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Wow.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending,
I might
Stanley
have.
relished every moment that the orders came in,
Yeah.
as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Yeah.
And Stanley was happy.
But was he happy?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
What would forever change Stanley?
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he
Okay.
realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him
Oh
to
my
follow.
god.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Oh my god, right
Shocked,
here.
frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
And I'm finally here. Now, one thing I saw in the controls is that you could jump. Yeah, I knew it. Yep. Yep, you can't jump. I remembered.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Can
mean?
you spawn
Stanley
cube?
decided to go to the...
Can you spawn cube? Oh, can you not? Oh, can you not do saves? Oh, that kind of sucks. Saves are
meeting
kind
room.
of cool.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, this is...
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh yeah, you can. Wait, they put mostly. I'm just gonna do the standard ending to see what different things we can see. So, I can't. I think this is a different. I think this might be in a different engine actually. Oh god. Oh. Wait. Yep. Let's see.
Oh, and I guess this is where Stanley felt he needed to
Yes.
be right now, in this little hallway. Here, with no distractions, to study room 417.
It's
Not to
10
actually
below
enter
mines.
it. No. That would be far too forward. Stanley wanted to know it from the outside, to see it not just with his eyes, but with his heart. He would know room 417 as no man or woman had ever known an office before. That ladder over there. Oh, and that little picture of a horizon or something. It's all just a never-ending parade of joy for Stanley.
Yes. Broom concert ending. Oh my god. So yeah,
No, apparently not.
this is this is entirely separate. I thought it was gonna be DLC, but no, it's like a full remaster.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Oh.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
I feel
This
right.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Beautiful. Okay. Anything different?
But eager to get back to business,
Anything
Stanley
different?
took the first open door on his left.
Anything different here?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Wait, okay,
and got...
my mouse feels weird. Don't know if that is. It just feels weird. Just drag that to free.
Back on track.
I don't know, I always have a problem with my mouse feeling weird. Feels weird. What is 10 sensibility? Oh. Actually this feels much better. Let me lower it down a little bit. To 8. 8. Everyone would remember 8. So I saw this in the trailer.
There was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
So I saw this in the trailer. They changed the table. We gotta do the broom closet ending. We gotta do it. We have to do it.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
Yeah.
So he turned around and got back on track.
No, I love this room.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
Man,
no
everything
reason to
looks
still be
polished
here.
now. Look at that wrench. I wonder, is this still made in Source?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Probably made in Source
He wasn't
too.
even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with,
other
he'd be justified
Stanley
in some
Parable
way.
was the
As it
first
is,
Stanley Parable
he's
made in
literally
Source
just
2?
standing there doing sweet FA.
I'm in the broom closet ending.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Because it's the
Please
broom
offer me
closet
some
ending.
explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
It's the broom closet ending. Right? You understand, right? Broom closet ending.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
Yeah.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
It's the broom closet.
I never would have thought to mention it.
It's the broom closet.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Yes, it is.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite."
Yes, it is my
Your
favorite.
friends find this concerning.
What's my favorite? Everyone loves the broom closet.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Aww.
That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely am.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
You don't see me
got to this broom
moving?
closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
Fuck.
Well, in a situation
Forgot how
like
funny
this,
this
the
could be.
responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Okay.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term
I love how fancy
sustainability
it
of your
sounds.
species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Oh wow, I'm the new human. Let's see.
Second player. It's good to have you on board.
Broom
I
closet.
guarantee you can't do any worse than the
Broom
person who
closet.
came before you.
Oh my god, I want to go in the broom closet.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to.
No.
A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay then. That's the room that has the ending. Let's see.
Coming to a staircase,
is there
Stanley
anything
walked
in
upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh! Ooh, that lighting. What is this? Looks out of place. Not gonna. I just want to see if there's anything new on my path. Ooh, the boss's office. Can you open this now? Oh, you can open it without cheats. Nice. Got a feeling money's for stealing. Not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely purse. Huh. Let's see, can you open this now? Wait. I remember. I really want to just do the straightforward ending.
Stepping into his manager's office,
yes?
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
8. What? No more 8 achievement?
8.
Yeah! Any demo,
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Man, wait, what? Huh. You think there would be something new here? I wonder. I think you gotta beat the game regularly. I think you gotta beat the game normally in order to unlock the new stuff. Well, the new stuff in the game. I really like that lighting. Is it gonna have to load? Yeah. Loading. Oh, it's so nice. So
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I really want to know where the new stuff is, because everything looks the same.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, that's a speedrun trick. I wonder if falling down there is a new thing. There's so many things that could be
their true
new.
nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
There I am. Let's see. Does it show? Yep, there's my office. Okay. I wonder, can you still do the secrets thing? I will be upset if you can't.
It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Maybe I have.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
Maybe
that
I
his
have.
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Let's see. I don't know. I don't remember how much you gotta wait. It's like a minute. Man, if only I had a cube. You still do it? I don't know if you could still do it. I really hope they put it back. I really hope they let it stay. Yes! Let's go! Secrets! I really hope they added like some sort of narration to you finding the secrets. Please tell me they did. Secret Room 2000, no shit, but 2022. Oh my god, they even, oh, it's so cool. Thank god they updated this. By the way, your song is called, by the way, it's made by Covenant Cloud or something. He made the song, get his free royalty. So they're allowed to use this song, gonna go up now.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control.
Please tell me it stays
It was
proud.
unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Oh, no,
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly
Oh.
blind to the world?
I wonder if the face punch Easter egg is still
But
there.
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
I wonder,
Happy, or sad, or content.
is there anything
Walking,
new?
eating, working. All of it monitored
Oh,
and
weird.
commanded from this very place.
That looks new.
And as the cold reality of his past
everything
began
is,
to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Man, there's so many things I want to try out. Now it's gonna load. I wonder if there's more to the freedom ending. I would really love to see people doing theories on this, cause
Blackness
this
and a rising
has
chill
theory
of
potential.
uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet,
Well, you could press
even
E.
as the immense
you
door
could always,
slowly
you always
opened,
can.
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
All the
Where had
lighting
his
up.
co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Huh, how ironic.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all
Oh my
he
god,
needed
this
to
looks so
know.
much better.
It was perhaps
Can you
the
still
only
see that
thing
Easter
worth
egg over
knowing.
there?
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Oh.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was
Man,
exactly
I really
the way,
want to see
right
so
now,
many.
that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
There you go. The standard ending. The freedom ending. The freedom ending? Beat the game. But we know it's time to mess with the narrator. Haha. So, now, I really want to try out the escape
All of his
pod
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
But
Stanley
then
decided to go to the meeting room.
I saw
Perhaps he had
one
simply
video.
missed a memo.
I didn't see the whole ending, but I saw I saw something new.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
I
this
didn't
was
watch
not
any
the correct
further,
way to the
but
meeting
I
room,
just
and
wanted to-
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
So let's see.
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
That's new.
Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room.
He sounds
Life
annoyed
without
now.
having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Well, that is my left, so haha.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Ooh, so many new things. Now I saw this. Oh! First try, baby. I'm venting like the imposter. Haha, funny joke. I made the funny joke of 2022. Oh. Oh. Ooh.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten.
Oh my
that it seemed the office had
god!
begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
Oh my god! They were all
The office had
tapes?
begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
What the
So far off the
fuck?
beaten path that it seemed the
They
office
were
had
all
begun. So
tapes?
far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you?
Oh.
What a silly and trite explanation that would be.
Oh,
all
okay.
the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've
Oh,
been
thank
through, and
God.
it all turns out I'm just a tape recording.
Oh, thank God.
It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is
Oh, thank God.
revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Classic ending. Oh my god. That was actually pretty. It made me. Okay. That
All of
was.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I love how they put the twist on its head.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct
Let's
way
see
to the
what he-
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Let's see what he's gonna
Perhaps
say.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
It's
it.
kind of hard to talk over in our person. Let's see what he's gonna say about the employee lodge now.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to
Is
Stanley?
this different
Its
than the last
grace,
time?
its subtle
Yeah,
charm.
this is different.
No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
Maybe that vent. That's a. Wait, what? You can actually go.
Yes, really, really worth it
Wait,
being here in the room.
Was that by
Room
accident?
So utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
There's supposed to be a vent here. I know it.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Yeah, maybe I'm just such a loser.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
No, I haven't.
When a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a
Yes,
message.
it was. Okay. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, and when in the
But
ending,
at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his
that's
left
actually
to
different.
get back to business.
okay, I want to try out
And
the
so he
escape pod
detoured through the
ending.
maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Go up there. Now, if you don't know what I was talking about the vent being in the employee lounge.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping, oh no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all.
Come on.
I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
So he can remember things from the past runs, or I don't know. Yeah, past runs of the game. Now he's gonna board up the closet and the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's see. Let's try the escape pod ending. Oh, you can open that now. Is the elevator an ending? Ooh. I really want to find out, but I really want to try the escape pod ending. Let's see. Now, it's gonna be more difficult since we don't have saves, but...
Stepping in.
Oh? Now, that was a bug. That was, like... That could have been a bug in the past game. But now they let it slide in this new game, so it makes me think that this could be escape pod ending. Did they actually fix the escape pod ending? Let's find out. Because it's been a mystery of how you're supposed to actually get the escape pod ending. And there it is. There it is. Let's see. Oh. This is new. Yeah, this is definitely new. I wonder, have they fixed it? Have they fixed it? Have they fixed this ending? Because it seemed kind of buggy in the older Stanley parable. Walking montage. Here we go. I just I've been waiting for this game my life for years, ever since they announced it, and now I'm playing it, and it's so good. Experiencing the new ending, oh my god. This is why it's better. Huh, okay. Oh! Oh yes, this has definitely... Yes, this has definitely been... This definitely has been fixed. What? Really? Huh. I really wonder, is there a real way to get the ending, or is that just the ending? Like, they polished it, but does that mean... I really don't understand. Where's
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
What is the real way to get... What? This game's an experience, I know it. I really wonder, like, how many additions are there to the... Let's go to...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah,
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again.
Wait.
Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there.
Okay.
Just a kind of, tingle.
Huh. Anything else? Okay then.
Yeah. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, really wondering. Is there anything new over there? Or should I go here? I'm gonna go here.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
Nope.
All this. What? Really?
Yeah.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for
Yeah,
others?
I do.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to
Yeah.
happen to you?
Wait a
Why?
minute.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nah, blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red
blue.
door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map.
Yeah,
because you
you
were
did?
never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was
Yeah.
it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yeah.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
You put
And
3
in the
years.
end, it was all
Well,
for
more
nothing.
like
Because
you
this
already
is
made
what
the
you
game
wanted
before.
to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better?
Oh, yeah,
what did
I'll
you
show you.
want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Oh,
Work
no.
with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give
Yeah.
me some feedback.
Okay then.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me
I like
about
it.
your experience with
So
this new
good.
version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you
Yes,
more
it has.
choices? Feel
Yes.
free to be
Yes, it
honest.
has.
I'm looking
Yes.
for some real
Wait,
critical feedback
wait,
here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
I don't know.
How did I know the game needed a third door?
From me.
It's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut.
Yeah.
I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach
your
that,
soul.
Stanley. Don't even try.
Okay then.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Yeah?
And to be perfectly candid, I think
me
I've
see
knocked
it.
it out of the park with this one.
I really want
Let's
to
take
see
a
it.
look.
What is it? Oh, the Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Let's see it. Oh. Those actual real people? Why do I think those? I think those are actually people on Steam. What the fuck? Oh. Okay then. Fine, whatever. Just gonna choose the right door. I mean the middle door now.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking
Yes.
through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Yes. It is a fight.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some
Oh,
playtesting.
it's the game.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
It's the baby game.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
Okay.
I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Okay, look, I know there's gonna be someone out there who actually records themselves. No, I think they're gonna use a tool-assisted, like a macro to make this easier, but there's no way I'm actually gonna do this for 4 hours.
You heartless bastard.
Look, I'm not doing this for 4 hours. Did you do it
because you hate babies or purely to
It's
spite me?
burning, don't
because
worry.
if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we have here?
Yeah, what game you got?
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Do they still have the references? I remember this one. Oh! What is this?
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that
I think they had to remove the Minecraft.
Spying on innocent civilians
below
you
this is actually lagging
your
me.
creep tower. Perhaps for some sort of
How is this lagging me?
purpose.
I'm like offline.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience
wonder
of
what's
total
this
mental
referencing,
depravity.
actually.
So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Is this supposed to be like a knockoff Minecraft? Oh god, it's laggy. Oh my god, the lag.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Can't be what? Oh my god.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Thank goodness, Stanley, what a close call.
Oh, we can't have you have choice.
That thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any...
Oh my god, I think this might be better.
Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Is it still going to be the Portal reference? I don't know.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Okay, what is it? Is this the Portal thing? Is it Portal? Oh, what the fuck?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in.
Okay.
There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
What team am I supposed to be on?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here.
No.
Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
No.
We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Ball. Oh my god, man. Oh, I'm going fast.
Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
No.
Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a... Hold on. What are you doing?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Interesting. That's actually, that's some lore there. I can't write a story without the narrator. Now, I think this was a reference to the, This was a reference to the, it's gonna be a reference to the Half-Life mod. Yep. This is the reference to the Half-Life mod that the Stanley Parable came from. Of course, it looks much uglier. I wonder, yeah, this is 2 doors. Interesting that the new Stanley Parable is built on top of the, on the old Stanley Parable. Look at that! See? That's Half-Life. I think this game is made in source. And there it is. I really wanted to know what happened. Oh, there. What happened?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Interesting.
I can wait.
That is some lore there. How has nobody made a theory about this yet? That is lore. That is lore right there. I really want to see theory.
All of his co-workers
no matter
were
from
gone.
who. I want to see everyone's theories.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh my god, there's so much. Where is... Oh! I was literally just going to ask what the new stuff is. What? Is this just random? I think this was...
Oh! New content? What does that mean? New content?
Content? Oh. 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 I don't know if that just came... I don't know if they just generated by random chance or... Oh. New music?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yeah.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Oh, I
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Woo, yeah, let's go!
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Let's go! Me and the narrator on a new adventure. Wait.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content.
Let's go!
I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let me guess, the elevator breaks.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content.
Oh.
Give me the content, Stanley.
Yeah. What? The jump circle?
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
But I can't jump. Oh, I can jump! Stanley can jump! What the fuck? Stanley jumping! Stanley's jumping! What the fuck? This is impossible. I can't believe this. He's actually jumping. Stanley's jumping. Everyone, run for your lives. Okay. I just jumped.
Is that it?
Maybe.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Okay, let's go back. Let's see. Literally, you get fiends for going back. Can I jump? I can't believe I actually jumped in Stanley Parable. New content? What's that?
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Yeah.
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good.
Okay, let's see. What is it?
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Hopefully it's very funny. Oh. Oh. What?
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't
Damn,
get me
he
started
just
on the
called
level
out,
of
like,
craftsmanship
so
that's
many
gone into
games
it.
right
In fact,
now.
I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department
You're
signed
gonna
off
give
on
me
this?
achievement.
I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley.
Oh, wait.
I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the
I
game?
don't want to. No, there's
and we'll
gotta be
try to
something
get
new
back
here.
to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Yeah.
No frills.
No gimmicks.
gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you say, friend?
Yeah, we're friends. Yeah. Wait. Ah, no. Oh? Oh? New content? This is very familiar. Oh, it's the old office. Oh.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
But there's no Fine, I'm gonna listen to you, because that's kind of half of the game. I'm venting. Like Among Us. Imagine if the narrator says, "You're venting like Among Us." I would genuinely die, both of hatred and laughter. Let's see, the new content. Hello?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well,
Yeah.
it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Yeah.
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't
Is this
find
what I
it.
think it is?
Just our little secret. Take a look.
Is this a Raphael
I
Parable?
call it The memory zone.
Oh.
It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release?
Yeah.
Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
Oh, yes, it did.
Oh, the waste.
What's that?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
How dare they! Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Mary, okay. Oh, the two doors. My face. Hammer.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game.
Yes.
9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content.
You're kinda
It just
right.
needed to be left alone.
But-
to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video
But
game
nobody,
memories.
there's so many people that don't appreciate the Stanley Parable. Narrator. Wait, is it the series ending? Come on, there's gotta be a way to get there. Narrator, I have a problem. Narrator, I got a problem. What am I supposed to do here? This is like a puzzle? Is that the bike? From the Raphael Parable! Oh my god. I can't believe I actually... narrator. Oh my... Am I supposed to like do something here? Narrator. Repeatable carpet textures. What is that? Narrator,
These were simpler times, Stanley.
yeah.
But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Oh.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
What is this? Steam?
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam,
Oh, no.
the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years.
Oh.
I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely
Looks
these
bad.
reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I hope they were. Oh no. Not recommended.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game
What the
to full
fuck?
completion. The narrator
feel
is obnoxious and
offended.
unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable,
Oh,
but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I really... This actually looks pretty cool. I can see
Okay,
why
let's
this
see what
was
this one
3 gigabytes.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not
You're
preachy,
not
am I?
preachy. No, you are
You
not.
tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. To be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with.
I don't know what terse is.
You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Oh.
I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the
But
Stanley
there's
parable
so many
isn't
people
quite as
praising
sterling as
your
I've
art.
always remembered.
Oh. What's this one?
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
A skip button!
A skip button.
A fucking skip
Well,
button.
yes.
Wait, what?
Yes, I think we can do that.
Wait, what?
If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
But that's fun!
Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's
That's the
always
building?
been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley.
Oh.
Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot.
Well-
I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button,
Well, I
you'll
like
zip
listening
right
to
past
you.
it. It's what the players have been asking
Well, I
for,
like it.
and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on.
But I like listening to
The
you.
Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the
skipping you.
deduction
I don't
therefore
care.
becomes impossible to manufacture.
No,
It
I'm not
went
doing it.
on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a
I
moment
want to
before
skip the
lunchtime.
narrator.
Can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is
I
why
have
I
patience.
say... The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be
Okay,
just
fine,
yet,
I'll do it.
no, until 245. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me
I'm
what
not
you
gonna
think.
skip
Okay,
him again.
so my theory is that
That's
any
probably a thing
choice
you
you've
can do.
ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at
Should I
once.
skip
That you
on
are
again?
both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same
I don't wanna
time
skip
by
them.
virtue of the fact
I
that you
wanna make
both
them
are and are not making them. Okay, at first I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it.
Yeah?
But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. See, now you've gotten me going back to Manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not... Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place.
Don't worry.
I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works.
Yeah, you should.
Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused. No, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality. How else to describe the Stanley
I don't want to skip
Ultra
again, but...
Deluxe? Such a revolutionary step forward in the lineage of one of the most beloved video game properties of all time. The additions and changes made to this expansion will surely resonate in the annals of the history of all media ever made.
like this.
It is perhaps true to say that
Feels like
no
a friend I
mistakes
can
are
talk
forever
to.
etched in stone, for the
But it
stone
really
into which the
can't.
Stanley Parable was carved has itself been transmuted, offering a message of hope to those who have ever
do it
erred in
again.
their judgment. You are not beyond redemption. You may change, and you may become more, so much more than you were before.
Okay.
If there is any message to be taken from the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, it is this. What a fortune, a privilege, a joy it is to have had such an experience. It leaves me hopeful that as a community, as a world, there is time for us to become our greatest selves, as great as we ever could dream of in our wildest, most ambitious visions for a brighter future.
I can't hear the word.
Now, Stanley,
I can't
that's
hear
a
the
review.
word dream.
It's perfect. It's the perfect review. It's the review
can't
I've
hear
always
the word
dreamed of
dream.
receiving.
Normal.
Well, I have to read it again. It's simply too wonderful. I have to experience this just... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
The door's
That
gone.
last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
The door's gone.
Unendurable by any means, but it's, well,
The door's
really
gone.
only so much I can ramble on to myself about.
I think
know
we're
it's
gonna
shocking,
go
isn't it?
so
But at any rate,
I think we're
I
gonna
do
skip.
suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
It destroyed the door.
Where did the door
I
go?
told you.
Wasn't there a door that led
Yeah,
into
there
this
was.
room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How
Can't
else
you
would
just
we
make
have
a
gotten
door?
into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere?
Well, there's a vent.
Porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the
There's a
wall?
vent.
I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button.
There's a
To go
vent.
anywhere other than the skip
Get me to
button.
that vent.
There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall?
Okay, I'll try.
Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough
trying.
damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here. We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead
what
from
about this
one room
vent?
to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise.
Okay, then.
You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not
This
press the
seems
skip
very
button. Just
familiar.
wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
I mean, see, this is where I really would love saves, because if you want to make a choice, you could save, and I don't know if you could do that. Can you do that? Man. I don't know why you... See, like... But I think not being able to save and go back to a choice actually kind of adds to the experience. I've got to do it.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything, Stanley. I can't touch it, and I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you?
Because I'm the Stanley. I'm Stanley. I push buttons as my job.
God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child. Wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one person who made a single negative comment. What does such an impulse serve? For whose benefit is this? And here I am now, stuck in a room, waiting for you to press this button.
And the button. Press the button.
Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back.
Oh, wait,
my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
Oh,
Stanley,
sorry.
I think it's been a week.
A week?
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with.
I actually feel bad
And you'd
now.
think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction.
You're not a fiction,
Was
you're a
I
real
scared
person.
of that all along? Perhaps. Yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time. But if I
Because I
stop
wanna
speaking,
push you.
I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized. The emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you? You can see what this means to me.
Yeah, but
I'm so clear about it now,
pudding.
Stanley. I feel as certain
Yeah,
about
push
this
that
as I've
button.
ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel
Oh, it's just...
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly...
Oh, I can't. It's broken now. Oh, I think the narrator is gone. Oh. 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 Well, I think I just went through an entire decade. Let's see. Am I gonna just break reality? Oh my god. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna break reality now.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine...
I just feel this is such an experience. I feel like I'm just betraying a friend I have. I can't. Oh my god, it's Undertale all over again. I'm feeling bad for betraying my friend. But
the end is never the end, is never the
He's
end,
saying
is
it.
never
He's
the
saying
end, is never the 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 end, is never...
when is reality just gonna break? I know reality is gonna break. Yep, oh, it's breaking now. Oh wait, is the world gonna break here? It's the sun. Oh, I can live again. Oh, I guess I'm just gonna... I guess the moss finally broke the game. Oh. It's the fern! Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Whoa. Looks like it all burned. Button's still working. What's next? What is next? I'm genuinely like... Oh! Oh! I'm free! Oh. Can I push it again? No. Huh. Where do I go from here? I don't think I know. Is this the end of the earth? When's the end? Oh, ends now. Oh my god. And I'm back! What the fuck? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me check the recording. I've been recording for 1 hour and 15 minutes.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
When can I go back to the new content? Oh, it's just normal again. Okay. I guess I can just go here for the new content?
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
That's interesting. Now he's showing me the new content. What did he think? I really wonder. What's gonna be the new content? This is very interesting. I'm genuinely loving this. Okay, let's see the new content. Oh. Can we go to the store? Or can we go back? Okay. Narrator, are you there?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable.
Yeah?
And about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be.
It's such a nice
The original
experience.
Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense.
Yeah?
I say we take it one step even further.
Wait, what we do?
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
The fucking sequel? What the fuck? This was the sequel. Well, it's the sequel in the prequel. Oh. Again. Oh.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
I see why this
This
was 3
is what
gigabytes.
fans have truly been asking for.
3 gigabytes. That's insanely worth it. Oh my god.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Local ideas. 2 sides. Oh my god.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Okay. This way to the show floor. Oh, new features. New features. Okay, new features. Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna see the new stuff. Ooh, new content. It's gonna be the actual new stuff. Wow. Oh my god.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Office decorations? No screen.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Oh. It's me. That's weird. Get well someday. I like blue.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Oh, those balloons are clipping. Oh, okay. I'll move on. This is...
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Free new plus easy achievement. Achievement! Oh, gotta go. Gotta get it. Gotta get the achievement. Yes! Wait, what?
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Yeah.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
But I don't pull levers. I push buttons.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist.
Oh.
Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley. But I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Now what? Oh, okay, I guess I'll just go back. Man, I wish I could have got that free achievement. That was so nice.
What else? What other exhibits have
The
we
jump
seen
scare
yet?
call!
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well.
I can jump.
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well.
Can you just...
I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
But I wanted to jump. Collectible. Ooh, I really like this. I really like it. Really like that. My god, this is so much. Infinite hole? Infinite hole. Oh, that's supposed to be me. I feel special.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
I really like that. Oh, collect them all.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game,
Yeah.
and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I want to try the infinite one. What's this? Oh, I think that we went there before. I can really see why this was 3 gigabytes. Infinite hole, infinite hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, A hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again? I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I've prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them.
Wait a minute. It's not
How about we
infinite.
go ahead and press that teleport button again, so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh,
You
goodness.
lied?
Well, this is rather
You
embarrassing.
lied?
I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know, I told you the hole was infinite, but come on.
I'm mad
Who
at you.
actually wants to fall forever?
Okay, good point.
The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
Okay, let's
Why
get
don't we
back.
just put
Let's go
all
back.
this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly
Yeah,
infinite?
mostly infinite.
If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on.
Can't
I'll
believe
just
you
be up
lied
here
to
when
me.
you're ready.
But it's fine. It's fine. Oh wait, what's that? Oh no, I can't go there. Now I see why this isn't DLC. Can I go with that? now I got thinking of, now I'm thinking of collectibles. Jump circle. Exit. Wait, is it exit? This is it? The Stanley Parable 2?
Oh goodness, Stanley, this is fairly awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to the bucket
yeah, I'm
exhibit.
sorry,
You see, there's a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the bucket. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the bucket, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
Sorry. Sorry for not checking out the bucket. What's the bucket?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
What the fuck?
Yes,
The sword?
the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Yeah.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a
Aw,
person.
thanks.
The benefits of the
more
bucket seem to go
attractive
on
of a
and on,
bucket.
don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Do I get to keep it? Oh, I have a friend.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
No.
That really should be
Oh, it
an
has
award if it isn't
lighting.
already.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna be leaving with my bucket friend. I have another friend. I can't believe this. It's my best friend, the bucket. Okay, let's see. Where you go now? Oh, what's at the end? Screenshots. Screenshotting.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Yeah.
Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's
It's going to
definitely
work.
a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here it is.
Let me see.
I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of...
Huh.
Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Wait, look.
Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Of 2? Oh.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Wait, but-
with respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original
But
game.
then you said that
Could
that's
it
not...
possibly work? I suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up.
Let's see the title screen.
Go ahead. Take a look.
Okay, let's see the title screen. Oh! Oh! The Stanley Parable 2. Oh my god, I'm really liking the red. Wait. I wonder... Is there some sort of... Oh my god. I'm liking this. You know what? This is where I'm gonna end it. Honestly, this is where I'm gonna end it. I feel like this is the perfect way to end it. This is such an experience. I guess they were just building up to a sequel and just calling it like a DLC or something. Clever. Okay, goodbye guys.